Hey, what is up, YouTube? It is Mike McKinstry with Bassquatch Hunter TV. So we are doing our third installment of Coffee with Bassquatch. So on these talks, what we like to do is we like to have a discussion for 30 minutes to 40 minutes to 20 minutes, however long it takes me to finish this cup of coffee, which is an oversized mug, so it's a cup and a half. And then when the coffee's done, the video's done. So during the videos, we do Q&As, we do what's new with Bassquatch Hunter, what's going on, what are the plans, stuff like that. Just kind of a fun little chat. So here's volume 3. Let me move the camera a little bit because I guess that could work. What's up, Brandon Kid? So make sure you guys share this video. As soon as you see this video, share this video. We need to get this one out there as much as possible because there was an awesome announcement that a lot of people need to hear. So as soon as you see this video, go ahead and hit that share button, post it on your page, get some more people on here, and let's have some fun. I have my notepad and pencil as always, so if anyone asks a question that I don't know the answer to or don't feel comfortable answering it with 100% facts, then I write the question down, I find the information or find out who knows the information, and then I comment back later when the video is not live anymore, so you have the correct answer. So any questions you guys have about rigging techniques, about bait techniques, cold water fishing, and kayak rigging, anything like that at all, or about any of the brands that I work with, or what's going on with Bassquatch, anything like that, go ahead and post them below and we'll get this thing going. I haven't had one sip of coffee yet, and I'm this hyper still, which is scary. So let's keep on building this video up, guys. Go ahead and share this one. So to start out with, I am using a different mug today. So I usually use a fishing or music themed mug because that's kind of what I do. It's fishing, hockey, and music. For the most part, I have other hobbies, but those are the most ones. This mug is a special mug to me because it has the crest of my high school and it has a list of all the people that I graduated high school with. So on the back of it, it is just list of names, which mine's on there too. This is the year I graduated. I brought this one out today because it is symbolic for a reason, which I will go into in a second because I'm going to answer Brandon Kidd's question. He said, are you getting the new Feel Free Overdrive? The answer is absolutely yes. I am incredibly excited to get the new Overdrive. The Overdrive should be out within the next week or so, and it's going to be awesome. And I have seen it. I have used it on land. I know that sounds weird, but I haven't actually used it on water because there's only been 1 or 2 of them available, and we don't want anything happening to them, so they haven't really been used that often. But they're the prototypes. So I've used them on land, on display stands, and it is amazing. So I can't wait to see how it moves the kayak. So I'm going to put it in my Feel Free lure for a little bit of this season, and then I'm taking it back out, and then I'm going to be putting it in the Dorado for next season, because the Dorado is an animal, and it's going to be good. Oh, that's hot coffee. So the biggest part of this video, I'm going to get into, but I'm going to wait a couple more minutes. But the biggest part of this video is a huge raffle I'm going to do. And I do a lot of raffles. I love doing raffles. The more I do in the sport and the more that becomes available to me in the sport, the more I want to give back to people in the sport. So it's kind of like a trickle-down effect. So the more I can do, the more I want to pass down. So therefore, everyone that I'm passing down to benefits the same way as I do. So I'm excited to do this raffle because I usually do like baits or apparel or hats or decals, stuff like that. But I'm actually doing like a really, really cool product giveaway. It's pretty cool. So the giveaway won't be live, but the raffle will be announced on this video. So you have to watch this video to see what the raffle is, if that makes sense. But it's super simple, it's easy, it's free. And I think the item we're giving away is worth like $50, but it's worth so much more in other cool stuff. what and who does the raffle benefit? So the raffle benefits the person who wins because it's a free raffle. It's 100% free. So it doesn't cost anybody anything. We're not doing anything to raise money for anything. This is just to help out anglers in need. So here's my view on that. We'll go through this really quick. I look at these like almost like my podcast. So this is my outlet to talk to everybody. So the reason why I do free raffles instead of paid raffles, I've actually had this question quite a few times. I am not against doing a paid raffle if it's for a charity. I would actually love to. I'm actually going to do some during the off season for sure, but I might be raffling away some big stuff actually on the off season. But I like doing free raffles so the people who can't afford to buy certain things for their kayaks or can't afford to buy certain gear has a chance to win it for free. Because just like in music, because I was in music my entire life, and in the music business, it's really hard to sell to a musician because most musicians are broke. Most musicians spend all their money being musicians. So to try to talk them into buying something that's extremely expensive is very, very tough. Or something that's not a necessity, like something they don't have to have. So fishing's the same way. Kayak fishermen, fishermen in general, if you do this for a living, if you do this very, very often, you're probably not sitting on a big pile of money because the sport's expensive. So when I get a chance to give away stuff that I am lucky enough to be able to get, I am very happy to give them away for free. That way everyone has an opportunity to win. Somebody out there who might not have been able to afford it or wouldn't buy it any other way would get a product that's really cool, find out how useful it is, and if they don't like it, they can pass it on to their buddies because they didn't have to pay for it. So it's a really cool thing. That's why I like free raffles, just so you guys know. So I'm going to go back to the mug, and then we'll do the raffle. Then we'll talk about the raffle. So I'm using my high school mug today, which I don't use that often because there's only one. I can't get another one. It was made 15 years ago, so I can't replace it. So I don't like using it that often because I don't want it to break or crack or anything because then it's gone. But today happens to be the day that 2 years ago that I took a very important little girl out for a full day of fun. I won't say her last name, but her name is Willow, and we took her out, had an amazing day, and we declared today as Willow Day, which was every year this day is hers, where she gets to do whatever she wants, and I will pick her up and take her out, and I've been really busy and kind of slacking on doing it on this exact date, and I decided today that I made sure I sent her a message that, hey, happy Willow Day, and all stuff like that. So I decided today is kind of nostalgic. So being in a nostalgic mood and thinking about the past a lot today made me want to use my mug from the past. So if Willow ends up seeing this, Willow, love you, girl, and hopefully we're going to hang out soon. Willow's like one of my really good friends, who's really cool. She's a little girl that I was so lucky enough for her to be in my life about 10 years ago, and luckily she's still in my life now, and she's awesome, but it's a whole other story. So it's why I'm using the old mug instead of a fishing mug. So the raffle we're going to do, coffee sip. Make sure you guys share this video too. Don't forget, share, 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 share. Get this video out there because the more people that enter this raffle is going to be the best. Brandon Kidd said, how is hockey going? Hockey is going awesome. We've had one game so far this year, for this season. So I've been on the same team for 12 years. The team I'm on right now. I've been playing for 31 years. Yeah, this is my 31st season of hockey. I've never taken a year off of hockey my entire life since I was 3 years old. I've never taken a year off. So this is my 31st season of hockey. Straight, 31st straight season. I also play a lot in the off season with different teams and pick up, and so I play goalie a lot in the off season because I played goalie for a long time in my life, and I still love playing goalie, and I played pretty far up in goalie. I play forward, I play center in this league I'm in. So we had our first game last week. We tied 3-3, and which isn't bad because it's, you know, it is what it is. There's only like 5 teams in our division, so we played a pretty good team the first game of the year, and tying 3-3 isn't really terrible. The goalie did rob me in the first period, though. I had a beautiful one-timer going top shelf and gloved it. Made me look like an idiot, but made him look like an all-star. What was the paddle you showed us at Seven Lakes? I forgot. Rich P, that is a secret. So send me a private message and I'll talk to you about it. But that is a prototype and it's not out yet. So I'm not supposed to talk about it publicly. But send me a private message and I'll tell you about it. It's my fault. I shouldn't have even said anything about it because then you'd be like, oh. But yeah, so send me a private message and I'll tell you all about it. It will be out in a couple weeks though. So anyway, so this raffle, drum roll. That was a terrible drum roll. We are going to be giving away something that I find incredibly useful. Something I put on my kayak this year that I should have put on my kayak the day I got my kayak. And it's also something that I think everybody who has a kayak, whether it's a $200 kayak or a $5,000 kayak, should have this product on their kayak. It's universal for every brand, every model, every style, and it's incredibly important. It's for safety, it's for coolness points, for looking awesome on the water, and it's pretty sweet. So what we're going to do for this giveaway is you have to subscribe to this channel and then comment on this video, comment done. So if you are already a subscriber, all you gotta do is comment done on this video. If you are not a subscriber, you have to subscribe first and then comment done on this video. So we're gonna be pulling names out of the people who comment on this video saying done. And then we're gonna check to make sure that the winner is a subscriber before the winner is announced. So you have to be a subscriber. And you have to comment on this video and comment done. That's it. That's all you got to do. And then next week, we are going to go through that list and pick a winner from that list. And we're going to do it live on next week's version of Coffee with Bassquatch. So what we're giving away... We're going to be giving away a navigational kit from Yak Lights. Check that out. That is so freaking cool. So huge thank you to the guys at Yak Lights because this is an awesome product to give away. I know it's backwards, or on my screen it is at least, but it's 2 navigational lights, red and green. Bright, super bright LEDs. These things are super bright. So these nav lights can actually light up the water. Like they can light up your whole path where you're paddling to. That's how bright they are. You can see these from across the lake, no problem. They are awesome. Pull and Drag said, morning, what's up? Yes, this is amazing. So this includes 3 heavy-duty aluminum, too early to say aluminum, 3 heavy-duty aluminum LED mini light strips. 1 red, 1 green, 1 white. So you have your red, you have your green, and then you have a white one to put in the back of your kayak. So you have a white light in the back, a red and a green in the front. Amazing. This also comes with a double A battery pack with a power switch, and it also comes with a DC jack for easy wiring. So this is everything you need right here. This is it. That's all you need. There it is. We'll full screen this box. So it includes everything. Everything you need in one box. You have a battery pack, you have wiring, you have a white light for your back light, you have a red and green light for your front light for navigational purposes. This thing is awesome. So this is what we're giving away. This is going to be shipped right to your door for free next week. So all you got to do is subscribe to this channel and then comment done on this video. Yeah, that's amazing. So it runs for 65 hours. 65 hours on batteries. On AA batteries with normal batteries. If you run like those Energizer lithium, that's what I run on my camera now. Not for my camera, but for my my wireless mics. They're Energizer lithium, like AA's and AAA's and stuff. They're awesome. But if you ran those, you probably get like 70, 80 hours. But either way, runs forever. Another cool thing is if you go to yaklights.com, you can go to their product section, look at their Pro Series, and see this ugly mug on one of their new specials for the Bassquatch Hunter special, which is the exact light kit that I have in my kayak, which is my outside lights, my inside lights, my backup light for my white light, my nav lights, my spotlight, my power supply, and my wireless remote. So my whole light kit runs off of a wireless key fob, kind of like what your car unlocks and locks with. That's what my lights work off of. It's amazing. So there's 4 channels on the remote. So I hit channel A and it lights up my outside lights. Channel B, it lights up my inside lights. Channel C, it lights up my spotlight and my nav lights. Channel D, it lights up a white light that I have in the back of my seat to light up my tank well. It's pretty badass. So you can get a whole wireless kit. They customize it right for you. It doesn't have to be any specific kit. You can get whatever color, whatever sizes, whatever you want to do, and you can make it wireless. It's incredible, and it comes pre-wired. It comes everything ready to go. All you had to do is install it on the kayak, run the wiring through the hull, and you're good. It's incredible the work they do at this place. And they're all put together in the USA, which is awesome. All the LED strips are assembled in the USA. They're all built right here, so you can't beat that at all. But make sure you go to yaklights.com. Use the promo code Bassquatch. That promo code is only good until Halloween. So you have till Halloween to use that promo code. That promo code will get you a discount on anything you buy from that store. Anything from this to a battery pack to extra LED lights. If you buy this kit, you can expand on this kit and add more lights to it as well. And you'll get a discount on their website. Or if you want to buy the Bassquatch Hunter Signature Kit, which is the exact kit that I have in my kayak and that I'll have on my new kayak next year too. Then you can go on there and look at the Pro Series for the Bassquatch Hunter Signature Series. Use the promo code and get your discount. So yeah, make sure you guys check out Yak Lights, because not only are they awesome for donating this prize, but they are also awesome because I literally use this product. Like, this has been a very big help to me. It's not only is it safety. I can be seen. Anyone who's fished with me has seen these lights. I can be seen from across the lake with no problem. Like, an airplane could see me on the lake. And that's not an exaggeration, because I've had my drone up like 500-600 feet, and I'm like a huge light bulb on the lake. But it's also huge for safety. I've had boats coming right at me, I hit my lights on, and they just stop and just swerve. Like, they see me like a Christmas tree. So it's pretty cool. So make sure you guys are sharing this video, giving this video a thumbs up. So you have to be a subscriber to win this raffle. So make sure if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and then comment done on this video. And then as soon as we get everything together for next week, we will announce it. We'll do a live raffle drawing, and I will make sure that the people that, the person that wins is also a subscriber, and then you will win this prize. We're also going to be doing a surprise raffle next week at the same time, where we're going to pull out an extra 2 or 3 names and give away some other stuff. Not more Yak Lights. This is the only prize. This is the main prize right here. This is the master prize. But there are going to be some other smaller prizes we're going to give away too. So don't worry. It's not just one person that's going to win next week on the live raffle. One person's going to win this. Then there'll be at least 3 other people that are going to win other prizes too. So don't worry. Your odds are good. Let me see what that comment was. Hold on. Okay. Gunther said, do you have any tips for launching early morning? Yes, I do. So early morning launches. So I just launched at 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Yesterday, actually. Holy crap. So yesterday I launched at 5 o'clock in the morning. And there are some differences. People who have never launched in the morning or at night might not know this, but there are some major differences as far as how to safely launch your kayak in the dark. Also, morning versus night. So at 5 in the morning, if you're launching super early, you got to remember that some bass boaters come out at 5 in the morning too. So there's a good chance that you're going to run into some traffic on the in the bass boat world. So when you launch in the morning, 5 a.m., and you're not really that visible because you have a small kayak sitting in the water, you have to be out of the way of the ramp. So a lot of kayakers put their kayak right in the middle of the ramp, go park the truck, come back. When you're launching early mornings, put your kayak off to the side. Also, obviously, the biggest benefit, if you have if you have lights on your kayak, that's when you turn them on. Turn them on when you're sitting in the ramp so your kayak is super visible, it doesn't get ran over or backed into by a bass boat. Also, as soon as you hit the water, make sure your lights are on, because there's usually bass boats out in the morning too. So if you're on the water and you don't have lights on, bass boaters feel like they own the lake because they're usually the only ones out there that early. So make sure you are safe. But launching at night is a lot easier because there's a lot less traffic. But morning or night launches, have lights. That's it. Simple. So any other questions you guys have, feel free to post them on here. Anything from rigging, from fishing to kayaking to gear to anything at all, post them below on here. What line bait is the best for early morning fishing? So it all depends on where you are, because it depends on structure. It also depends on water clarity, and it also depends on the weather and the temperature. So here, for example, in Michigan right now, the water temp is still in the mid 60s. So we're at like 64, I'd say 60 to 64 in the mornings. So in the mornings, I still throw fluorocarbon a lot, because even if it's clear water and it's not sunny out yet, it's just a habit. But I'll throw a braid a lot of times when the water's dark. So it's kind of a toss-up. If you have 10-pound braid on, which is what I use on moving baits, then 10-pound braid's thin enough. You're good. Early morning, it's top water all day. Hold on, I got messages coming in. I gotta get them out of the way. So top water in the morning is my favorite. I throw frogs. I throw wake baits. Wake baits have been my go-to for the last 2 years now. So I use Burn Custom Baits, which you can find at burncustombaits.com. There's a Bassquatch Hunter signature pattern that is all I throw in the mornings, is the Bassquatch Hunter pattern wake bait, because it's brown and white, smallmouth colors. It gets good attraction from the bright color. Then when it wobbles to its side like this while it's coming in, then you get the dark flash too. So it's a good contrast. But definitely wake baits. Pulling drags at hollow body. So the wake baits have bearings in them. So when the wake bait rattles, a wake bait's got a really wide pattern to it. So the main 3 top waters that you use moving are going to be your wake baits, your whopper plopper, and your Sammies, like Sammies and spooks and stuff like that. So Sammies and spooks you can walk the dog with. So it's a really wide pattern where you do like a popping motion and it'll zigzag like a snake. It'll come in like this. A whopper plopper you pull in a straight line and it just shoots a rooster tail up in the air with a propeller in the back. A wake bait is a pattern like this wide, and it's super tight, and it's a really hard wobble. Jeez, sorry. So a wake bait is a tighter pattern, but it's still got like a wide wobble to it, and you can just reel and retrieve. You don't gotta pop it the whole entire time, so it doesn't wear you out like crazy. Just reel it, a nice steady retrieve, and the wake bait kills it. Bryce said, "I'm sick and..." Oh, hold on. I missed that comment. I'm sick and missing practice, but I got nothing else better to do, so I tuned in. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Sorry you're sick. Hope you're feeling better soon. So let's talk about, because I'm almost about halfway done with the coffee. Let's talk about what's coming up next. So this weekend, I did an Ohio trip. On Saturday, we fished a rock quarry. It was incredible. We had my good friend Sean Boggs as our guide. He took us out. We all had an amazing time. We got some really cool footage. This place was at least 30-foot visibility. It was insane. I dropped my GoPro down like 10 foot, and it was crystal clear. I could have dropped it down. I should have tied my fishing line to my GoPro and just casted it, because 30 foot down I could see the bottom perfectly. Like I could count how many rocks were on the bottom at 30 feet. So there was trees down at 30 feet that I was just dropping my Ned rigs on because I could see them so clearly. Made the fishing super tough because clear blue skies, clear water like that, it's very, very tough fishing. And it was like 90 degrees outside, but Saturday was beautiful. Then we drove about 3 hours south from there and got a hotel, and my wife, Chris Burkhart, and I stayed at a hotel, and we went muskie fishing the next morning. Chris Tours took us out and was our guide and went on this incredible, beautiful body of water, but it was the opposite of what we saw on day one. So this water was like chocolate milk. It was super dark. It was a reservoir, so it was moving water a little bit. Trees on both sides. I mean, it was so beautiful though. And we were muskie fishing. So the first time I've ever targeted muskie. I've caught muskie on accident, but this is the first time we actually targeted muskie. So I didn't catch any fish. Our guide didn't catch any fish, but he was guiding, so it's okay. Chris Burkhart didn't catch any fish. My wife threw a bait caster for the very first time and casted with 60-pound braid. I think it was 60-pound braid for the very first time. She used a 7-foot something rod for the very first time, and she caught her very first muskie. So we all skunked, and my wife caught a beautiful, beautiful 31-inch muskie. So if you haven't seen that video, go to my Facebook page, and there's a little quick teaser clip of that. But I got to edit that video and work on that video still. But holy crap. It was so much fun. So those videos are coming out soon. We also have a really funny vlog from us driving, because it was me, Chris, and my wife stuck in the car together, which is always a good time. So the vlog will be released from that soon too, so you can see behind the scenes of our trip and our conversations. The ones that I'm allowed to put on YouTube, I guess. So, any other questions? I know these are usually slower videos because it's early in the morning and most people are at their normal jobs. They're normally at work right now, so they can't really participate in the videos. So these videos usually pick up steam after 5 o'clock when people see that I had a live video and they go on and see it later. So it's kind of a cool little, like, more of an intimate one-on-one, and it's why I like doing these videos in the mornings, because the people who can watch these videos usually get to participate in them easier. Are you going to bring the cooler on Thursday, Mike Godlewski? Yeah, of course I am, dude. I have your cooler. Thank you so much for letting me borrow it. I really appreciate it, dude. I'm going to clean it out for you, too, and make it a little bit fancier, make it a little cleaner because it's a little dirty. But I'll clean it out for you to have it for you on Thursday. So thank you again, Mike Godlewski, for letting me borrow your cooler. When is your wife starting her guide service? I know. Tell me about it. So a lot of you guys were joking, sending me messages the last 2 days and comments about how my wife outfishes me and how she's going to steal my job and everything like that. This is not new to me. So she's been my fishing partner since we started dating. So for 6 or 7 years now, she's been my fishing partner. Like last year she was unemployed and she fished with me 5 days a week, 6 days a week. And I proposed to her on our bass boat. We were in the middle of fishing in our bass boat when I proposed to her. So I had bobbers floating in the water. I might have told you guys this story before, but I had bobbers floating in the water with I think it was like 15 or 20 feet of mono fishing line with a metal sign that I engraved that said, "Will you marry me? You're the perfect catch." I had her pull the bobbers out of the water from the front of the bass boat and the front platform, and then I was behind her on one knee the whole time. So she pulls the sign out of the water and she looks at it and she goes, "Will you marry?" She goes, "Someone left a sign in the water," and then she turned around and saw me on one knee, and then it kind of hit her that I was proposing to her. So either way, she's been my fishing partner for a long time. She's no slouch. I mean, I give her a lot of crap, and I like to poke fun at her a lot just because she can handle it, and you know, it's kind of what we do is we poke each other a lot. We both have really thick skin. So when she comes out with us, which isn't as often anymore because now she wanted to work again. So last year she decided to get another job in real estate, and she kind of missed being at work. So now that she has a real adult job, she can't go on the water as much, but when she does get on the water, she still outfishes me. And she outfishes everybody. Anybody who fishes with me and has fished with my wife, she does pretty well. If I make it Thursday, what road does it launch off of? So Thursday, we are doing the Third Thursday Throwdown with Kayak Anglers of the Midwest. It's a free event. You come out and just hang out and have fun and talk and, you know, kind of BS for a little while. There's some fishing involved, obviously, but there's no competition, no intimidation, just hanging out, meeting new people. This Thursday, we usually do it at the same lake every month. We do it on Union Lake, but there's a big tournament this weekend on Union Lake, so it's off limits for pre-fishing, so some people can't do it. So we're doing Long Lake, which is right around the corner. It's right off Cooley Lake Road. So if you're at Union Lake, it's like a mile, 2 miles, a few miles down the road, that's it. But it's off of Cooley Lake Road. So if you type in Long Lake, White Lake Township, Michigan, it'll come up. I just saw a comment that I wanted to address. Let me find it. Wacky Fisherman, what up? So Orchard, Pontiac, Union, and Pontiac. So Bill, I will go over those 3 lakes in like 2 seconds. Because I want to talk about those 3 lakes too. 4 lakes, you're right. Mesa Day, Union, Orchard, Pontiac. Got it. I forgot Mesa Day because that's the one I was going to do. So, my wife outfishes me and plenty of other people. She is a talented fisherwoman, for sure. But that's not the only reason why she does so well. And this is a very important point that I forget myself all the time. But I'm going to remind you guys for fun. So, my wife does really well because 2 things. 3 things, we'll say. Maybe 4. If you're counting, we'll do 4. 1, because I taught her. I'm just joking. Well, I did, but I'm joking. That's not a real reason. So 2, Outlaw Outdoors. What up, y'all? How's it going, Mike? What up, Outlaw Outdoors? What's going on, man? So, second reason why she does so well is because she doesn't care. She doesn't go out there to outfish anybody. She doesn't go out there to compete in a tournament. She doesn't go out there with pressure that she has to catch a fish. So, when you have stress or anxiety and you're on the water, my wife always tells me this too, which is so true. I really believe this is true. Your stress and anxiety transfers through your fishing pole, through your fishing line, to your bait, and it scares fish away. So, I don't know if that's scientifically proven, but my wife tells me that all the time, and I think it makes perfect sense. Because when I'm stressed out or have anxiety, I can't catch fish. When you slow it down and relax and just breathe, usually when you're talking or forgetting that you're fishing is when you catch your fish. So, she'll throw a bait out there and won't really care, and she'll catch fish. Also, she uses the same bait 99% of the year. She uses a chatterbait almost the whole entire year. At first, I used to make fun of her for it and say, "Hon, it's not the right condition. It's not going to work. Like we're not in the right spot for that. The water's too warm. It's too cold. The color's not right. Don't throw the chatterbait." She catches fish all year long with it, and then I'll tell her, "Hey, cast over here," and she'll cast over here, and she'll cast right at my kayak and catch a fish underneath me. So the pressure that we put on ourselves as anglers kind of ruins our chances of catching fish. That's one of the reasons why she does so well. Another reason is because she doesn't cast a million times. She'll cast 3 or 4 times, hang out, take a breather, take some pictures, play with the dog a little bit. She brings the dog in the kayak with her. Then she'll cast again. So she's actually covering a lot of water by moving around more without casting incredibly amount. Like, she's not overcasting spots and like that and just beating the spot to death like I do and everyone else does. Lastly, I think the biggest reason why she does so well, and why I think I need to work on this part the most too, but when she catches a fish in one spot, she fishes the same spot for hours. I mean, she'll stay in one spot and she'll be like, "Oh, I caught a fish here 3 hours ago, so I'm going to keep on fishing here." And I don't do that. I'll catch a fish in one spot. I'll fish it a few more times. If I don't get another bite, I'll find another spot. I move around way too fast. And that's the part of being in a kayak that I almost forget sometimes, is that we can slow it down a little bit. Like, we can relax. We can be on the water. We can just hang out and float. And take 10 minutes just to sit back and relax and enjoy the water moving. And then cast again. And that's usually when you get a fish. You let it repopulate, let it calm down. So I learn a lot from my wife, and it's patience, stability, it's, you know, all these things that I learn from my wife every day, which is why I married her, because she's the best, amazing, incredible smart, funny, perfect woman I've ever met in my entire life. And she also happens to be a badass fisherman. So all you guys that are making fun of me lately about her out fishing me, it just bounces right off because I totally agree. She is smarter than me, and that's why she outfishes me. So anyway, back to Bill's question. And then the coffee's almost gone. So Pontiac Lake, Union Lake, Mesa Day, and Orchard Lake. So I was going to fish this weekend's tournament, the Cat Series, but I am super busy. I'm slammed. I'm not going to be able to fish this weekend. So here's my opinions on those 4 lakes. These are all within 5 minutes of me. I grew up in this area. I've lived in the same... Well, I've moved around. I've lived in a bunch of places, but I grew up about 3 miles away from where I live now, and I've kind of always... I've lived in the same area for most of my life, so I know these lakes like the back of my hand. And Pontiac Lake is really big. It's spread out. It's super weedy. There's so much vegetation out there. But if you find the holes, you find the right drop-offs, it's kind of one of those lakes where if you find the fish, you're on them all day. So when I did the KBF trail event out there, I skunked for 4 hours. Then I found a hole in the weeds that I fished with my Ned rig. I pulled out about 20 to 25 bass in 1 hour. It was just every cast, bass, cast, bass. Every single cast I pulled in a bass. And they were getting bigger and smaller every time. And I was in first place for a little while until on the way in, I got knocked down to 3rd place. But that was on 1 hole. And that's all. Pontiac Lake is like that, where if you find a hole, you're on them. You're good. But you got to find that spot. You got to cover a lot of water. There's a lot of islands, a lot of drop-offs, a lot of cool spots. Pontiac Lake is amazing. That's pretty good. I like Pontiac Lake. This time of year, I like Pontiac Lake. Union Lake. So Union Lake is where I fish a whole lot. It's right behind my house. So Union Lake is about 15-foot visibility, 20-foot visibility sometimes on a clear day. Super clear water. Lots of smallmouth, lots of largemouth too, but mostly smallmouth. So you're not going to get length out of smallmouth. You'll get weight. You'll get length out of largemouth though. So Union Lake is super clear. There's a weed line that follows the whole drop off along the whole the left side. So I was at the west shoreline. There's a weed line that follows the drop off. That's pretty much the best spot to fish in that entire lake in my opinion, and that's where I usually pull out bass all the time. So Union's pretty good too. This time of year I do pretty well on Union. Mesa Day. So Mesa Day, I've never really liked Mesa Day. Mesa Day I've never done that great on. I haven't been out there in a kayak this year, but I used to take the bass boat out there a lot, like very often. Mesa Day connects to another lake called Lotus Lake. There's an invisible line where it just turns into Lotus Lake. As soon as it transitions to Lotus Lake, it's all pads. It's all shallow, it's very weedy, and there's lily pads everywhere. That's where I do the best. Throw top water, throw chatterbaits through that. That's where you're going to get your bass on Mesa Day, is actually on Lotus. But you can't launch on Lotus, so you have to launch on Mesa Day and paddle all the way across Mesa Day to get to Lotus. There's plenty of fish on Mesa Day, but Lotus is where it's at. Orchard, so Orchard is probably the toughest lake out of those 4. It's like a big donut. There's a big island in the middle called Apple Island, and then it's like a big donut. So the back side of the island has a really good drop off. I've had some good fish over there. The very back of the lake, opposite side of the boat launch, has some good fish. And other than that, it's big. It's a lot of paddling, and it's tough to find them. So that would be my least favorable choice. Would be Orchard. There's also, out of all 4 of those lakes, Orchard has the least amount of fishing pressure though. So nobody on that lake fishes that lake. Not a lot of people travel to that lake. So Orchard has the least amount of pressure. So I would do Pontiac, or, I mean, if I was fishing it, because I planned on fishing it up until like 2 days ago, I would do Union or Pontiac. All depends on, they're opposites. Pontiac's super weedy, stained water, a lot of water to cover. Union is super clear, not that weedy at all, and it's mostly smallmouth, and it's not a lot of paddling. So try one of those. Anyway, I'm going to drink my last sip of coffee here, or maybe 2 sips. I got Cedar the Poochie over here, sleeping on my feet. Is there another launch on Union? Nope. The launch on Union sucks. So you have to launch on this side of the road, drop your kayak off, then drive across the busy road to park your car, then walk back across the busy road to get to your kayak. It sucks. So there's only one launch on Union, but if you're going early in the mornings, though, there's no traffic, so it's not a big deal. It's seriously like, I mean, Union Lake is like 3 houses behind me. I can see the lake from my house, but it's like a mile if I drive to the launch. So I have to drive to the launch too. It sucks. I don't launch in people's yards or anything like that, but that launch sucks. But in the morning, there's no traffic on that road. It's just when you're done with the tournament, there's going to be traffic, and it's going to suck, and it's super scary to cross that road. All right, coffee's gone. So make sure you guys share this video. I need to get this video out there because I want a lot of people to enter to win, and we're going to be giving away these awesome yak lights. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, comment done on this video so you can be entered in the raffle for next week. You only have 7 days. That's it. Actually, I don't know what day I'm going to do it next week, so you might have more than 7 days, but you have till next week to enter this raffle. You get this awesome premium navigational kit from yaklights.com. You can also go there and use my promo code, which is Bassquatch, and get a discount on anything from the store. You can also check out the Bassquatch Hunter Signature Series light kit, which is the wireless light kit that I have in my kayak. So check that out. Other prizes will be given away as well. Not just one prize, but there'll be at least 3 other prizes given away that day. And it'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you share this video, give it a thumbs up, comment below done once you subscribe to the channel to enter the raffle for these and for some decals and some other stuff we're going to be giving away. We'll give away some Bassquatch Hunter TV hats. So these hats are not on the website yet. I have not had time. I'm sorry, guys. I know I've been telling you I'm going to do it for a while. But if you want a Bassquatch Hunter TV hat, these are brand new. These haven't even hit the store yet. I have navy trucker hats with gray mesh backs. I have black trucker hats with white mesh backs, and they're all Velcro. These are structured, so they sit up a little bit higher, so they have like a hard front. I also have a military green with a soft front, and I have a black with a soft front, and the black has like a gray mesh, and they're all Velcro backs. So if you want any of these hats, send me a private message or message me on here, either way, and I can sell you one. But check out BassquatchHunter.com for more information. Go to BassquatchClothing.com to see anything new in the store. You can buy some decals and represent. There's going to be some new Bassquatch Hunter TV decals coming out soon, and it'll be a lot of fun. So coming up, we have a lot of cool stuff. November, I'm going to be traveling a lot, so I'm going to try to stay home for the next 2 months. The rest of September and October. Although I think I might go up to northern Michigan and do another video up there because it was so beautiful and I miss it up there already. That might be the last trip that I do in Michigan for the year. November, I'm going to be hitting Kentucky, Tennessee. I'm going to try to hit Georgia. I'm going to try to hit North Carolina or Indiana or something like that. So if you guys want me to come to your area and fish with you guys and you're down south, no further south than southern Tennessee, I guess, because that's where I'm going to be kind of based out of for like at least a week in November. So it'll be my hub where I'll be traveling from. Send me a message and let me know, and I will try to come down to your area and shoot a video with you down there. But either way, check out all the stuff, share this video, enter the raffle, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys again for coming on during the Coffee with Bassquatch, and I will see you guys next week, which we will be doing a live raffle for the winners for the prizes on the next episode of Live with Bassquatch. So talk to you guys soon. I'll see you on the water. Thank you guys. See you.